I'm Caleb Brooks with the AHSAA Radio Network. I'm at Central Clay High School in Clay County, Alabama, and I'm joined by Stanford Simmons, former player for Coach Horn that played at Clay County for him and was part of the 55-game win streak and won multiple state championships, was a parade All-American, went on to play SEC football, and you know, you're known as one of the greats from around here, and now you're back helping coach here at Central Clay High School. And so, you know, we'll get started. What is it about football that's just kept you around, and what is it about this area that has kept you here and now given back to these kids that are around here?
I mean, football is something that I always love to do, and football around here in this county is big, and a lot of people breed football around here. And me coming back with the experience that I've had and gotten, I mean, there's nothing worth more than bringing it back to some kids that wants to go out and try to do some of the same things and possibly do better. Why? I mean, I got it. Why not give it? You know, yeah. I can't take it with me, so I just try to give it back to somebody else that really wants to go out and experience some big-time football after high school.
You know, you were a guy that got to start playing varsity ball in the 8th grade and work your way up. How much do you think your time playing in the AHSAA system, playing high school ball, really helped prepare you not only to go play SEC football, but prepare you for life as well?
The game of football prepares you for life in general. And playing at that length of time, you be put in more situations and more lifetime situations that where you have to make decisions that where it depends on the decision you make of how it's going to turn out.
And you know, you got to come back and really have a special moment this past year with your son. And you come back to Central Clay and you are able to win a state championship in Coach Horn's first year back here at Central Clay. How special was that for you to have your son be a part of, you know, this special team from past year that was able to get the first championship here at Central Clay?
It's special to me from within. It's special for him, I would say, from within too, because he's sat around and he's heard about how I've played, and a lot of people around telling him the kind of shoes that he had to fill, and I always told him, you got your own shoes to fill, so don't never try to do what I do. Just try to be yourself and do it the best you can, because it's hard for you to fill somebody else's shoes. I mean, if you try to fill somebody else's shoes, you forget about the shoes you got to wear. And it's so amazing to be able to help coach him through all his football careers, and then help coach at his high school career, and to be a part of what he's getting ready to go and do now when he goes off to college.
How much advice have you given him about going off to college, since, you know, you were able to experience and you know, go and you got to play at a high level? And what kind of advice have you given him now as he goes and carries on and tries to do the same thing?
Just like I tell everybody that asks me that question, I give them everything that I know. And as far as the other kids, I give them the same thing. Because if you want to help coach, you want to give them the best. I mean, you want to let them know what they're getting ready to face. And I mean, it's up to that kid or that person to take heed and understand what I'm saying, because I've been through it. I don't want you to go through the same situation and not be prepared for what's going to happen. Because that's one of the main things about moving from high school to college. I mean, you're going to face something different every day, and it's more out there. So you learn from somebody that's experienced it. I mean, you know, these kids these days, if you ain't experienced it, they don't believe you. So by them knowing that I've been there, they'll listen a little bit more, and maybe they'll understand when they get out there and have to make decisions on their own and make the right decision.
Let's think back now last season. You know, you were an assistant coach on the team, and you guys are sitting at 3-3 at one point in the year, and you know, you had the huge play that went nationwide. You block a field goal to win the game, but you don't complete the play, and the other team does, and they go on and win that game. But it really helped, you know, I guess jumpstart the run that you guys were able to go on. How special was it last year for this community to get a state championship after the combination of schools and the history that Lineville and Ashland had playing against each other?
Well, it let people know that championship football is still around here, and it never left. It just you had to get the chemistry. I mean, it's like once the kids realize that the championship is still here and it's in them, they find ways to dig deep and get it out.
And you know, when you played at Clay County for Coach Horn was a part of the longest win streak in Alabama high school football history. These guys now have a little winning streak going. They're going to be defending champs. You've been there before as a defending champ. What is going to be the challenges for this team as they enter this season?
The biggest challenge is coming out, being prepared, and being ready to play. Because like most people know, the target is on your back. And you got to come out and be prepared week to week and not let that team slip up on you like we slipped up on some teams last year. So you got to come out every Friday night ready to play and play at your best.
And, you know, as a guy that had a target on his back, part of all those teams and, you know, winning state champs, what is your message to these guys because, you know, like you talked about, they respect you because you've been there and done it. Mm-hmm. So what is your message to them about having the target on their back and playing with that target?
You got to prepare yourself in the off season. I mean, you got to work just as hard or harder as you did last year, because every team in the state of Alabama know you the champion and they're gonna be ready to play you. And if you're not ready to play them, that's an easy win for them, because they're gonna be playing off a lot of adrenaline, emotion, and you know it's easy for a team like that to slip up on you because you know they're gonna come out there with nothing to lose. They playing the defending champs. A lot of teams play to beat you and not even worry about the rest of the season, because the thing they're gonna say is we beat the defending champs. So, I mean, so we got to come out. We got to prepare ourselves through the week and come out every Friday and come with our A game and be ready to defend whatever that's out there on the field.
You know, and as I mentioned, you got to play for Danny Horn. When you're at Clay County, now you're coaching with him as he's come back here. How much of a blessing is it to be able to not only play for one of the most legendary coaches in the state, but now be able to coach beside him and come back and give back to this community the way that you are?
It's great. It's great because he's got a winning mentality, a championship spirit, in doing things right and doing things the right way and working hard and believing in what you do is not given to you. You have to work to get it. And he's a hard worker, and he wants his players to be hard workers and do what's right and learn a true lesson of life through the game that we play.
Well, I appreciate you joining me today. Good luck to y'all as y'all head into this next season with that target on your back. And
yeah.
We look forward to seeing, you know, what's in store for Central Clay next season.
Okay.